Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Saturday, September 14th, 2024. I've been doing a countdown of my favorite video games of all time through each day of the year, and coming in at number 109 is Burnout 3 Takedown. Throughout the course of the year so far, I've talked about some games that I think are truly works of art, with captivating storytelling done in a way that only the interactive medium of video games can deliver. Games that have made me cry, containing eloquent dialogue, beautiful music, and gut-wrenching narratives. And then, there's games like Burnout. I've played a few games in the Burnout franchise, but this one's my favorite. The idea here is that you're racing cars with reckless abandon throughout the streets, and you are rewarded for driving more dangerously. Doing things like driving into oncoming traffic, grinding against the sides of other cars, or even flipping them and totaling them to give you giant boosts you can spend to speed up and get ahead. The racing here is pretty fun, but I'm not here to compete in races through congested traffic. I'm here to cause a real commotion. There's puzzle stages, and yes, this racing game is yet another puzzle game for the list. In the puzzle stages, you need to observe the flow of traffic, pick up speed boosts, and aim for whatever will cause the most destruction. If you get a huge pileup, you'll even be able to explode your own car and kind of direct your movement mid-air while in slow motion. It's amazing. It's the best thing about this game. As you keep doing this and push for a high score, you can earn medals for each stage, and your cumulative money earned, well, money destroyed actually, will slowly unlock more and more vehicles for you to drive, until eventually you're doing things like driving fire trucks into semis. To help get those high scores, there's also bonuses you can pick up along the way that give extra points, or even if you're lucky, point multipliers. The game is loaded with a bunch of stages set throughout the whole world, so you get a ton of variety, and it's a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure back in the day I cleared every puzzle stage, and I promise every single one of them is a great time. Let's say you want to do the actual driving part without the race component. Well, that's fine. You can just do takedown mode, where you're not actually trying to do a certain number of laps or anything, but instead, you're doing the whole racetrack with a ton of other drivers, all trying to take each other out, and you just go until your car is completely totaled. You can chain together consecutive takedowns for bonuses, or even take multiple cars down simultaneously for a big bonus. If you do some really racetrack-specific takedowns, you'll also earn signature takedowns, such as this one where I launched someone towards the water. I don't love the racing that much, but I do love wrecking the other cars, so not having to worry about my placement or time makes this way more enjoyable to me and is a more interesting way to compete with multiple players. Burnout 3 Takedown is absolutely ridiculous, and all of the absurdity makes it one of the most memorable games I've ever played in a genre I don't usually care that much about. And the soundtrack is phenomenal. Join me tomorrow where I talk about my 108th favorite game, where I agree to help Bowser out.